a description of the project, some quick facts, and I just want to just recognize that the amount of effort that went into this long-term, many years of work of this project, and it was really an urban renewal downtown project, and those that remember what this block looked like prior to the construction of this building will recognize some of the things that we were able to accomplish with this facility. The size is 50,000 square feet. We've had several meetings already in our community room where you all signed up and came in, and so we're just happy with the results. We have in our plans to bring solar. Eventually, some solar power to this facility, and we're also looking to do, in cooperation with ODOT, another beautification project at Stevens and Diamond Lake Boulevard. So just some things to be looking for in the future. Like any project of this magnitude, it takes dedicated and focused and a generous group to make it possible. As I said, it was a multi-year project. So I'd like to first introduce or recognize some of the folks that were involved in this project. Our Roseburg City Councilors, past and present. Perhaps I'll start with our present. We have with us today Steve Kaiser. Steve, raise your hand. We have Tom Ryan on the City Council. We also have Mike Baker is here today with us. We'll have Rick Cohen speak later as our council president. And of course, we have Larry Rich, our mayor, will also speak later on the council. We also have our contractor here today with us, Tom Harmon, and his staff that worked on the project, Ward Gardner. And raise your hand, guys. You get recognized. There we go. They're right over here. And James Perham. We're all really involved in this project. If you notice the lobby and the wood that was used in the lobby, that was actually donated to us by Roseburg Forest Products, but the contractors were the ones that really made that happen. They hand placed those that wood in the lobby, and I think it really speaks Roseburg when you come in. It really gives it that kind of community touch. So we appreciate their efforts on that as well as this building. We have our architects here today from Pivot, Kurt Wilson and Carrie Turner. I got that right this time. And they were also heavily involved. We started this relationship with Pivot in 2005, and so we've really been happy with the work and their stamp on this. I think they've really done well in making this a very nice signature building for our community, and we thank them. I also want to recognize our project manager, Jim Macarello. Jim is here. He was able to take this over at a point when we had the contractor identified and was able to manage this project on time and under budget. So we thank Jim for his efforts in making that happen and being really the city's representative, representing the city well in this whole project. We also have with us the guy that started this idea, and especially working on moving the urban renewal district and this project, Jim Johnson. Jim, you're here. He's our former former special projects consultant, and again was involved heavily on the front end of this as in his work as interim city manager, getting this idea started and lining up the district and the finances, and we appreciate him coming all the way down here from Portland to be with us today, and appreciate his efforts. We also have Nikki Messenger, Public Works, who was the department responsible for managing this project, and Cheryl Guyette, our finance director, who paid all the bills and worked through all of those issues. Our human resources director, Barbara Gershon, is here. We can't do anything without human resources, right? She tells me that every day. Debbie Davidson is not here today, but she is our management assistant as the department head is heavily involved. Sheila Cox, our recorder, community development director Brian Davis. All of these folks, the key department head staff, had some part to play in this whole project, and we really appreciate all of their efforts in terms of making this project happen. I also want to recognize the contributors of our public art, and as you may have noticed, I know we get a lot of comments. Our public art was is the art that you see out near the front door area. The spinning the spinning thing. What did we wind up calling that? The best I could get was egg beater out here. No, seriously, this was really a nice touch, and I want to recognize Sue Schaefer, chair of the Cow Creek Band of Umpqua Tribe of Indians, who made that really possible through her organization. They awarded us a $50,000 Cedar grant for the art that's in front, as well as the fish that you see, the salmon, out on the storage building. And behind her is Sandy Dixon and Paul Zagers and Michael Rondeau, who were all part of the committee that kind of, we sat down and we brainstormed some ideas and came up with that. And there isn't a day that I don't go by on my way to City Hall or back that I don't see somebody out there recognizing that or looking at that. It really does catch your eye, and I think we were able to accomplish what we've set out to do, which is what public art's all about, which is get people interested in just to sit and kind of watch and stare and just be involved in that whole effort. So thank you, folks, for your generosity and really come up with a great idea. It really, for us, it was sort of an interesting process to kind of get into our creative juices a little bit, which is pretty hard to do sometimes for some of us, but we appreciate you getting that out of us. So, okay, another contributor of the public art is Al Hooten is with us today. Al, raise your hand. Al did the city seal. This was the city seal that you saw as you walked in on the lobby, the city of Roseburg. And this is his second seal that he's done for the city. He's a former city employee, public works director, and I think first city manager of Winston, right? Is that what you were telling me? And he's a real artiste. All of those seals were put together for, I don't know how many pieces there are that he put together, but it really, I think, speaks to the community and again represents the community well, and we're really proud to hang that in our lobby to let people know that this is a City of Roseburg building and it was put here by our citizens. So thank you, Al. Okay, some other guests that we have with us today. We have Sheriff John Hanlon. Thank you, John, for coming out. We also have Chris Conroy representing Representative DeFazio's office. So I think I've recognized everybody here. Hopefully somebody hasn't come in that I failed to recognize. Barbara, did I get everybody? Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? We got Dan Hearn with us today. He was a former city councilor, also involved in some of the ideas of putting this together, and thank you for coming, Dan. Did I not say Mel Cheney? Mel Cheney is another one. I had it on my list. I'm sorry. Mel Cheney was also very instrumental on the city council in putting this idea together, and we thank you. We were building buildings together, right, Mel? The cancer center was going up at the same time as the safety center. So two great-looking buildings that went up at the same time.